We need to have a serious conversation about respect because what the NFL just did to the best interior defender in football is criminal. They tried to bury our anchor, but while they were busy snubbing our stars, we just found the next Mike Evans sitting right on our roster. Buckle up, Panther Nation, because this episode is going to get heated. Before we tear into the Pro Bowl voters and break down this massive Hall of Fame comparison, do me a huge favor, smash that like button, share this with every Panthers fan you know, and hit subscribe so we can keep fighting the good fight together. Let's address the elephant in the room immediately. We have to talk about the Pro Bowl roster because it is a mix of vindication and absolute insanity. First, let's give flowers where they are due. J.C. Horn is in. He is tied for the league lead in interceptions, he is locking down half the field, and he is finally getting the national recognition he deserves. That is a massive win for us. But the celebration stops there because what happened to Derrick Brown is a joke. Derrick Brown was snubbed. And I don't use that word lightly. When the fan voting closed, he was sitting third on the list. Now, I did the homework. I checked the stats. Leonard Williams has more tackles than Derrick, okay, I'll give you that. But Jalen Carter? No. Quinnen Williams? No. Neither of them has more tackles than Derrick Brown. So what are we doing here? Are we voting on reputation? Are we voting on market size? Because you cannot tell me that Derrick Brown hasn't been the most disruptive force in the trenches this season. He anchors this entire defense. Without him, we don't function. It is baffling, and honestly, it just adds fuel to the fire for the rest of this season. But let's pivot to something that should have every single one of you grinning ear to ear. While the league ignores our defense, they are terrified of our offense. Specifically, our rookie sensation, Teteroa McMillan. We have been saying T-Mac is special since draft night, but now the opposing coaches are saying it too. Todd Bowles, the Buccaneers head coach, was asked about McMillan, and he didn't hold back. He said T-Mac reminds him of a younger Mike Evans. He talked about the 6'4" frame, the 200+ pounds, the body control, and the ball skills. He said, he can catch it with you hanging on him. Do you realize how high that praise is? Todd Bowles coaches Mike Evans every day. He knows what a Hall of Famer looks like. For him to look at our rookie and say, that's the next one, is unbelievable. And he is right. We all know Mike Evans is walking into Canton one day. If T-Mac is even 80% of that, we hit a home run. I remember the draft night confusion. People asked, why take a receiver? This is why. Because you don't pass on unicorns. Dan Morgan nailed this pick. T-Mac is already playing like a vet, and if he keeps this up, he isn't just a steal, he is the future face of the franchise. Now, I want to ask you a question that has been bugging me all week. It's early, but based on what we've seen, is Teteroa McMillan already the best draft pick this organization has made in the last 5 years? Think about it. Let's switch gears to the special teams because the community is buzzing about a potential change. I saw a comment from King of Kush asking why Jimmy Horn Jr. isn't returning punts or kicks. And honestly, I am right there with you. We know Jimmy has elite speed. We know he returned kicks in college. If he isn't getting heavy reps in the wide receiver rotation, why keep that Ferrari in the garage? Put him back there. Let him use that open field explosiveness to flip the field. It feels like a wasted asset right now, and I would love to see the coaching staff take the leash off him in these final weeks. Quick shout out to the Community Fantasy League, the Listener League. We are in the playoffs, folks. The consolation bracket is heating up with Horn Hub taking on Better Call Hall. But the real drama is at the top. The Bryce is Right fell in the semifinals, tough break there. So now, our championship match is set. It is Skinny with 2 tats versus Your Damn Skippy. I need both of you to check your DMs because I want to get a word with the finalists before the big showdown. This has been a wild season, and I don't want to be the guy finishing last, so wish me luck in the consolation round. Also, I have to give a massive shout out to the fan who showed up to the bank dressed as Mrs. Claus. I saw the photos, and that is dedication. She was bleeding black and blue on Christmas Eve. That is the energy we need. Put some respect on Mrs. Claus's name. We are closing in on the end of the year, and the vibes are unmatched despite the Pro Bowl snub. The team is fighting, the rookies are breaking out, and the playoffs are in sight. So, here is the question of the day: do you think the Pro Bowl snub will actually help Derek Brown play better down the stretch? Does he play angrier now? And secondly, who do you have winning the fantasy league? Skinny with 2 tats, or Damn Skippy? Let me know in the comments below. I'm reading everything. Enjoy your holiday, stay safe, and as always, keep pounding.